What up guys, Phil here. Today I'm going to be trying to make a canoe. I've been going up on the river with my awesome canoe over there, but when it gets time to go by yourself, that's quite the thing to take out with you. So I'm going to try to make a canoe out of some canvas material I got. A 12 by 9 canvas drop cloth, and I'm going to try to make a canoe out of it. I went and got some bamboo, so I got my frame laid out there already. Pull it into the knot. Okay. That's perfect shape. See, that would make a nice canoe frame right there, but my tarp's not that long, so we'll have to bend it some and then get it to where it'll bend like that on that next stick right there. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, I'll just heat the other side and bend it around into that. It should be just right. Okay, so I put my tape there and measure every foot, and whatever that measurement is, I'm going to cut a piece of bamboo to put in there, and that'll be the bottom, so every foot will have a brace that'll be able to lash some lateral bamboos to on the bottom. Alright, let's go see how that works. Alright, so I'm over here to the vise and cut these at a slight angle, and now all I gotta do is bevel it, and I'll use this bastard file here, this wood rasp, and just come in here like this and put my thumb there to use it as a guide. Good. I'll have to be fine touch them every time. Be fine touch once I go over there and look. And eyeball it and make sure you get it on the same point. Alright, it took me a minute of trial and error about how I wanted to lash this, but I just took my line and I tied it off. Just tied me a square knot right here. Then you go over like that. I went ahead and put tape on my fingers too so I wouldn't cut the hell out of them. Come over, go around, and cinch it in, pull it tight, come over, go around, cinch it tight, and then just keep repeating that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do that. Come over, go under. And around. Alright guys, I got my the bottom side of my canoe done, and I got this big piece of bamboo I'm going to use for a center keel, And when I stretch my canvas across it, it should give it a nice little V bottom. This is so big, you know, it'll come out to an edge. And then after I do that, say this is the bottom, but you flip it over, then I got to cut a bunch of ribs that go up like this. I don't know, probably as many of these as I got. So 9 ribs on each side to go up, which is going to be tedious because I'm going to have to file each side. And then I'll wrap 1 or 2 strips around that. And but it's going pretty good. I got this Japanese square knot here to lash this down. Take it both over, have them even. Come over and under. Over and under. Pull it tight. One side of the knot. Over and under like that. And get this knot really tight. I like to leave a not a lot extra, but if you leave your line long enough, you can tie the knot with gloves on. It keeps this bank line from gouging into your fingers. A little bit anyways. I like to do a square knot, then tie 1 extra knot, 1 other overhand knot on top of that square knot, and then tie an overhand knot with both lines and push that right down to the knot. That way it can't come undone. And I'll just trim that off. Alright guys, this is what I got so far. Now, that was a lot of freaking lashing right there now. Good Lord Almighty. But I'm tempted to just take it as it is and wrap a skin all the way around it, some canvas, and just, you know, be done with the surfboard, you know. It'd be freaking badass. Perfect surfboard size. But it's still super light. So this is the bottom. Alright, now I'm going to take and split some bamboo. I got this old Remington knife here, Remington butcher knife. I like it because it's thin blade. It don't, the split don't run that far ahead of the edge, so you can kind of adjust it as you go. And I'll just cram it into that oak tree right there to hold the end. That way I can eyeball it. As I baton down through there, I can turn my blade. If one side starts to get off track, I can force it the other way, see? I'd split it back on the track there. I got the slats put in for my floor, and that's pretty good. I split some of that big bamboo over there by that birdhouse, and made me a nice little deck in there. Now this is it's pretty nice. I got it so it shouldn't have too many splinters, but if I was to drop anything down there, it'd be a nightmare. But anyways, at least now I can stand on there. Yesterday when I was getting in it, it was pretty much a nightmare, you know. So I knew I needed some kind of deck. I'll probably be taking this board out, this piece out, to allow more room for my legs. And then it'll be open. I'll probably pull the tarp over there, and this whole piece right here will be open to right there. So, but so now all I got to do is cut 18 uprights, and whichever measurement I get on this side, I'm going to put one like right in front of the bottom brace. So everywhere there's a bottom brace, I'll put one right there. So that's 18, 9 up and 9 on one side, 9 on the other side. And then I'll lash them just like I did with the paracord to pull them together this way. and then tie them like that. So I got a lot of work to do on that. That's going to be a couple days because each one has a bevel. But I think what I'm going to do now, I did all that bottom stuff with a file, and I think what I'm going to do now, instead of using that file, I'm going to cheat a little bit and use my belt sander. That way I can just cut it flat across, clamp this belt sander in my vise over there, and then just go zzz, and get that bevel of that, which is pretty close to the roundness of that. So zzz, make my bevel. I think that'll save me a hell of a lot of time. So whatever measurement I get on one side, I'll make a duplicate for that for the other side. And because of that rocker and everything, every measurement's going to be different. So there she is as of yet. Alright guys, this is a lot of work. Okay, table sander. Okay, so on these uprights, or my gunnel braces, I guess, what I'll do is the sander got them in there pretty close. I took my 4-in-1 and got in there and made it a little shallower than what the sander did. And then get it in there so it fits right along this brace here. Okay, it looks pretty good right there. And what I'll do is come in here with this paracord and make a figure 8. Something like that. Then I'll take this and tie a bowline. That's a bowline on a bite, so you don't waste too much string. Now what I got there is a nice little cinch where I can 4-part cinch. I know I'll need about that much to tie it off, so I'll go ahead and cut it. Oops. I'm putting this new Escobar to the test. Right now, I'll get it lined up right there, and right there, kind of get it right on it. It's got figure 8, so it won't be able to slide forward. Now it may be able to slide backwards, but I'm going to put my bank line on there to secure it. Now this paracord's good because it has that stretch in it. So once you pull it tight, it's going to be there. It ain't going to go nowhere. And just hold it tight, and that way you can put a good bind on it. Now that won't go nowhere, but you can still kick it. You know, it's secure now, but I'm gonna have to put a wrap there to keep it from sliding that way or that way. I mean, it's there, you know. So that paracord's gonna be my one main strength, and then I'll serve down the ends with the bank line. So that's it. I got my first 2 in.